Guys, good morning. I don't know if the light is bright enough here. I want to try to capture the sunlight and ask you guys your opinion on something. Let's get comfortable. So you guys, I really want to talk to you guys about something. I know I'm about to get married and it's going to be weird me talking about this literally just before I'm about to get married or before I get married. So the topic of today's video is divorce, obviously, like my title bar already says, and having it as an option. You know, the funny thing is I tried filming this video like 2 weeks ago, and then just last week me and my auntie and Casey sat down and she started talking about divorce and having it as an option. So she was against the idea of it. Meanwhile, in the video I had tried filming, I was saying that I'm of the opinion that you should have it as an option before you get married. So she, like, it was when she started talking about it, I was just like, wait, the universe is speaking. I definitely have to come and redo this video. So what she was trying to say is that I'm not really comfortable there. My hand is beginning to shake. You guys, let's stay here. I think it's fine. So what she was trying to say is that a lot of people these days get married with the option, like knowing in their minds that divorce is an option. Like if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Whereas in the Bible, the only time you should be separated from your husband or wife is till death do, not in the Bible, but she was saying when you make your vows, what you're saying is till death do us part. I even feel like the way the world is going these days, we'll soon change the vows to maybe till my mental health cannot handle your drama anymore, do us part, or something like that. So what she was trying to say is that if you say till death do us part, like why are a lot of young adults these days making divorce an option? Like you would say your vows in the church, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to be with you till death do us part, and then any small thing, you guys are ready to walk out of the relationship, you guys are ready to end the marriage, which is a funny thing. I don't know if you guys watch K-drama. I watched this K-drama, The World of the Married. 1000% recommended. That series made me almost cry. Like I had so many mixed emotions. And that series was about a couple that they got divorced. Like, okay, the husband cheated on her, she found out, they got divorced, they tried to come back together. Like it was messy, it was really messy. And at the end of the series, they said something like sometimes forgiving the person is just as honorable, or forgiving the person is just as satisfying as seeking revenge. And that thing like struck a chord in me. Like it really changed my perspective on divorce. But then again, I also was like just thinking about, like, you know, these days how everybody's so quick to walk out of marriages. Like once something just irritates you small, you're just like, I can't do this anymore. So I feel like my auntie actually had a valid point, because my stand before that conversation was that you should have it as an option. So I want to know what you guys' opinion is on this topic. Do you think that you should have divorce as an option when you're getting married? Or if you guys are already married, some of you are already married, so is it an option for you? Like if something happens, if somebody misbehaves in the relationship, are you getting divorced? Is it an option for you? Is it something that you've laid out on the table, like, see, I'm not going to stick around for bullshit, like if you mess with me, I walk out on this marriage? And then for us, like me, I'm about to get married, and for those that eventually will get married, if that's something you want to do you think you would go into it knowing that, see, there's some things I can't tolerate, there's some things I will not, there's some bullshit I would not, take, there's a line, there are deal breakers for me even after we get married? Are you going to walk in with that mindset? Or are you going to walk in with the mindset of till death do us part, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, and all of those things? Because for me, what made me come to that perspective of having divorce as an option is because I found that Africans have, a lot of Africans, not every African, but a lot of Africans have this very twisted mentality, especially towards the woman when it comes to getting married. I was actually scared of marriage at some point, and I formed the opinion that there are some things I wouldn't stick around for in marriage. And I sat down with myself and I was like, Ndase, how did you come to this point when your parents have it good? You've seen them, they're best friends, they have something to aspire towards. Like, this is your real life example. These are not couples you see on the internet. Like, these are your real life couples. You see them like in front of you. They've lived their life. You've seen it. They're still living their lives. They're still best friends. So why would you come to that conclusion? And I just realized that it's because of the way Africans view marriage in the perspective of the woman. Countless times when you tell an older African, not my parents, but when you tell an older African, oh, I'm about to get married. Like, in fact, I've had people dear to me. Once I say, oh, we are ready to walk down the aisle, ready to get married, the first thing that comes to their mouth is always advice for the women. They hardly ever have advice for the men. They hardly ever want to tell the man how to make the marriage work. They hardly ever want to tell the man what to do. It's like the onus in Africa, it's like the onus is on the woman to make the marriage work, which puts unnecessary pressure on her to make the marriage work. And then unfortunately, I feel that a lot of women at the same time always want to prove that point of, I'm a strong woman, my marriage is successful. Even when they're not happy, I'm a strong woman, my marriage is successful, I'm going to make you work, come rain, come shine, I'm going to be the best wife. By best wife, they mean best cook, best cleaner, best house help. So they're like, I'm going to make you work, come rain, come shine. If my mental health is threatened, fine, I'm going to stay. If my life is threatened, fine, I'm going to stay. So they've also, I feel like, subconsciously adopted that pressure of making the marriage work regardless. Nobody ever has advice for the men. Hardly ever. People sit down. There was one day my uncle was trying to advise me, and he was just bringing out scripture upon scripture upon scripture about what the woman does to make the marriage work. And I said, Uncle, I'm sorry, but nobody is advising Casey. Like, I don't see this energy. No shade to Casey. Casey is a great man. He's a good, loving human being. I love him to bits and pieces. But I was like, I don't want to hear this advice anymore, because nobody, like, the ratio of advice I'm getting to the ratio of advice he's getting is like 99 to 1. So please keep the energy. And another thing is that, you see, I've noticed it, like, especially when I tell people, like, I told a close uncle of mine, I was like, oh, I'm getting married. He's like, oh, don't worry, you'll see now, you start waking up by 6 a.m. to make breakfast for your husband. And I'm like, I actually told him to his face, I was like, I'm marrying an adult, not a baby. So I just feel like overall, in general, like, this is the kind of mentality that Africans have towards marriage and everything. And that's why I felt like, you know, going into marriage with an option. Personally, divorce is not on the table for me. I never want it to happen in my marriage. I never want to do it. I never want to go through it. This is not to shade those who have gone through it. Some people needed to go through it. Some people needed to walk away. So this is not and this is just me talking. This is not like to disrespect anybody. This is not what this video or this channel is about. But I'm just saying, like, I always had that not always, but I developed that perspective, especially after I moved to Nigeria, that you know what, even if you're going to eventually do it, you have to put divorce as an option on the table so that nobody messes with you, and you have to let them know that divorce is an option on the table so that they as well don't mess with you. However, when I now had the conversation, I was like, okay, she's actually now making sense, saying that is why most marriages are failing, because people are going to it with the option in mind. So I'm now really confused. I don't even know where I stand anymore. Do I want to go into it with the option, or do I don't want to go into it with the option? Like, do I want to remove from the table completely? Like, listen, we're going to roll up our sleeves and make this work, come rain, come shine. Or that's it. If your mental health is threatened, if your joy is threatened, your happiness is threatened, you're gonna walk out. Like, is it good to have it? What do you guys think? Is it good to have it as an option on the table, or is it something that you feel if you have as an option on the table will kind of give you a subconsciously bad mentality about conflict resolution? What I'm trying to say there is that if you now go into the marriage again, what I'm thinking is that if you now go into the marriage with the option of, oh guys, I'm so sorry, there's a truck that is literally just driving now, let me pause, let's just count. No, it's getting really noisy. So I was trying to say that if you go into marriage with that mentality, do you think that the sun is gone completely now, to be fast? Do you think that it's something that would subconsciously ruin your mentality when it comes to conflict resolution, because you know that you have an option? Whereas if you go into it with this, I'm rolling up my sleeves, I'm making this work, come rain, come shine, we're doing this, then you're kind of more open-minded to conflict resolution and to forgiveness. Because yeah, I'm not yet married, but I've heard so many married couples say that marriage is two forgivers living together. Even my mom has told me, she's like, okay, because I remember, like, during the dating days, if Casey just annoys me or if we have a fight, let me try to find better lighting for you guys, because you guys deserve it. So if, like, maybe me and Casey have a fight, hey, don't close the door, mosquitoes. So like, if me and Casey have a fight, I'll usually just be like, mommy, this is what he did and I'm angry and this. And one day she just told me, she was like, that's it. For how many times will you fight? How many times will you argue? Like, there's some things you just have to let go. There's some things you just have to forget and forgive and move on for your own peace and for your own sanity. It's just like, It's okay, he took your biro today, you're fighting. He took your shirt tomorrow, you're fighting. Like, how many things? She's like, how many things you want? Is he every day you want to be fighting? Do you get? So that was what she was trying to say. So that's where I now fully grasped that marriage is two forgivers actually living together. However, I just feel like the older generation kind of have a different perspective on this than we do. So in that regard, I think I want to close this video soon because I'm really tired of holding this camera in my hand. So let me just close this video. So what do you guys think? Because I also remember that I was having, okay, let me just you guys something that happened. So sometime like 2 or 3 weeks ago, me and Casey had an argument, and when we had that argument, I was talking with a friend like about the whole thing, and I told the friend, I was like, I'm of the opinion that divorce is an option. And he was like, nope, that's a very wrong mentality to go into marriage with. So I guess like we didn't revisit the topic because I'm pretty sure he was thinking, oh, she's just angry, so she's just talking rubbish and nonsense. But that's actually that's actually my mentality before that conversation. Like, you know what? It's an option. So I'm going to title this video Divorce and having it as an option. And I really just want to know what you guys think. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some people also that want to learn from it, not just me. So I'll be in the comment section reading. I'm sure other people will be in the comment section reading. Please, you guys should leave your thoughts, your contribution, your opinion on the whole thing. Like, I don't care if you're married or not married, if you are single or divorced, or if you are 10 years old or if you're 50 years old. I just really want to know what you guys think about it, and I'll stop rambling from here. I feel like I've rambled enough, and yeah, I'll be waiting to read from you guys. Like, do you think my stand is right, or do you think what my auntie said is a wiser thing to do, especially coming from someone who is older, someone who has been married for over 2 decades and knows what she's doing? And yeah, I just really want to know, because I wouldn't want to go in with the mentality of something that is going to eventually, damage something that hasn't even started subconsciously, because this thing starts, I'm very particular about the subconscious. This thing starts subconsciously. So I bet to read from you guys, and love you guys. I'll see you in the next day. Yo, thank you guys so much for the love on our pre-wedding vlog. You guys are the best. Like I always tell everybody, my subscribers are the best. We're literally family here. We are a community, and I'm really feeling myself today. Who is this baby girl? Give them. So there are a lot more vlogs coming up. I'm back and better. Like I'll explain to you guys in another video what happened and why I had to leave, why I couldn't even look at the camera. Like I was a mess mentally. So see you guys in the next video. Sorry that this video is not my usual sitting down video. I'm just moving around, finding good light for you people, opening door, closing door, sitting on the bed, standing up, jumping up, activity everywhere. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Think